use the same money that you have from your personal account from your business. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Taj, and what we do here is we talk about skincare, wellness, DIYs, everything in between. So thanks for supporting if you've been here before, and if you're new here, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I really appreciate it. So I did a video previously about becoming an esthetician in Canada, Ontario specifically, but I wanted to kind of break down the questions a little bit more so that they are a little bit more seamless and they make a little bit more sense for everybody who is potentially watching. Let me turn you guys up. So one of the first questions I have is, what's schooling? So what's schooling? In terms of schooling for an esthetician in Canada, in Ontario specifically, you can go to a regular college like a Durham College or a Seneca or Humber or George Brown even. So those are the actual colleges, Or you could go to, say, a vocational college, which would be like Canadian Beauty College, the Beauty Institute, or there's tons of other ones, but those are the two that really come to mind. Another thing that is actually possible is you can just take a bunch of certificates with a current esthetician and you can become certified in that aspect or in that way. So the thing about being a esthetician, medical esthetician, beauty therapist, skin therapist in Canada is we don't have a regulatory board. So there's no real formal exam unless you do go to one of those colleges and you obtain a diploma. And there's still no regulatory body, so there's really no regulation on how you obtain your certifications and all of that stuff. So it's a little bit convoluted in that type of sense. So let me tell you the difference between a medical esthetician, an esthetician, a skincare therapist, and a beauty therapist. So, and just it's different certificates in itself. So for a medical esthetician, I believe it's a 2 or 3 year program at a college. That could be vocational or regular college. And you typically do everything an esthetician does, but I think there is also the laser component a part of that. So that would make you a medical esthetician. Then there's the esthetician, which would just be like manicures, pedicures, waxing, facials, and chemical peels, and that's what would be an esthetician. A skincare therapist is someone who just obtained a diploma or certificates in skincare alone, so that would be basic skincare knowledge, chemical peels, and there's another one, I think it's like body massage and body skincare, so like back and stuff like that. And depending on the school that you do go to, the curriculum will be different and the breakdown will be different, and that's the part of things being not regulatory. And like I said previously, how you can obtain these certificates from a esthetician currently, you could literally take a facial course if an esthetician is providing that, and you can start doing facials out of your house. Okay, everything should cover the basics. So it should cover the anatomy, physiology, it should cover nutrition, it should cover how to perform a mini facial to a full facial to a back facial. You want to really take into consideration each course or curriculum aspect that you are planning to take, so you ensure that you have the knowledge base behind that. I would also make sure that you always keep in the knowledge of learning different procedures and services. So the way you're taught one way is not the way you're going to be doing it on your clients. Like, you're going to learn tons of things in between that time frame. So really keep that in mind. Just because you're learning something now doesn't mean that's how it's going to be forever. There's always tons of ways to learn and expand and perfect the craft, and that's just the beauty of being in aesthetics. So another question is cost. So cost is a little different. If you're doing certificate by certificate at a vocational college, the cost is usually, certificate by certificate, I mean a chemical peel course. That will range from $1,000 to possibly $3,000 depending on the school that you plan on going to. If you plan on doing a full diploma, you're likely, so like a full medical esthetician diploma or an aesthetics diploma, you're likely going to shell out between $6,000 to $10,000, and that also depends on the school you plan to go to. If you're doing skincare therapist certification, you will likely be paying, let's say, $3,000 to $5,000 for just that. And then here's where it gets tricky. So if you want to do certifications with a licensed, not licensed, but an esthetician already, they can charge really whatever they want. There's no regulation, and it just all depends on what they're providing. Are they providing you more than you would get at a vocational or a college? You have to really look into that. Another thing is, you don't have to be an esthetician to do brow lamination, lash lift and tint, eyelash extensions, dermaplaning, microdermabrasion. Like all of those things you really do not have to go to a vocational college for, or you don't have to do a full diploma. You can just take certificate by certificate. A lot of vocational colleges offer that, and a lot of estheticians offer that as well. So you can go and get a dermaplaning certificate and then start doing dermaplaning, facial certificate, lash lift and tint, and just become a lash artist. You can get brow certifications and just do brows. Like, it really does depend on what your preference is and what you want to provide as services to people, and that will start you off. So you can start with one thing and then work your way up. It really all depends. One of the benefits of doing a full diploma at a school, like a college or vocational college, is you have the opportunity to transfer those skills and those courses into a more of a high demand type of job. Let's say like a nurse, a PSW. You could likely transfer these skills into a degree as in business. So really write it down, exactly your plan in life and what you want to do, and then everything will work out. You can start filling in the pieces from there. Okay, so it really doesn't matter if you want to do just pedicures and manicures. You could really just go and do a nail certificate course and start doing nails, pedicures, and that's it. You don't have to do all of the entire diploma, and that's a good thing because you're not going to be very interested in doing a whole bunch of stuff. Some people want to focus on one thing and really perfect that before they continue on, so this is a perfect way to do so. Some people like to learn it all and provide it all, so it just depends on your personality, and you really got to take that in. I do want to say though, if you're going to take courses from a vocational college or a regular college or even a medical esthetician or an esthetician, you really want to look at the curriculum. You want to make sure that you're getting everything that you would like from these courses and these programs before you shell out the money. You want to make sure you have a good kit. You want to make sure they have the ability to provide you associations, because there's different associations in Canada that you can join. You want to be, especially the kit, like you definitely want to be able to ensure that the kit is involved. And when you're taking these certificates, you want to know that they are including safety precautions, contraindications, pros, cons, who can do these, this, that, and the third. That's the things that you want to take note of before you're shelling out $2,000 for a course and you don't get anything out of it, because that could happen even at a college. So keep that in mind. One thing I will note is that there's licensing and there's insurance. Yes, we're not a regulatory body, but you say you want to work out of your house or you want to work as a contractor, it's in your best interest to obtain a licensing and insurance to cover your own business and cover yourself, because you never know who you're working on, and people don't really have your best interest in mind most of the time, so you have to be prepared at all times. Once you do get your certificates, I wouldn't suggest start doing things and not have a certification. I mean, you don't really have to do that, but I would suggest just like learning something and having a piece of paper is better than not having that and then just start doing it. Like, why would you do that? Just because you read 10,000 things on Google and you read a book doesn't make you, you know, knowledgeable in any sense. I mean, it's always good to have a base and start from there. So keep that in mind. So yeah, you want to get insurance. When you're first starting out, I don't think you really need to do an insurance or anything like that. But as you start to build, that might be something that you should really consider. Another thing that should be in consideration is starting a business account. So register your business as sole proprietor and then open a business account with a bank, and everything or all the money that you receive or the money that you are shelling out into your business is coming from the business account. You want the receipts, you want the reasoning, just in case you do get audited or you want to claim this on your taxes, as you should. You definitely want to have that information separate from your personal expenses, because then it just gets a little bit too confusing and too muddy. And it's always best to have a business account, because then it's easier for you to obtain your taxing, and it's just for your benefit, okay? But if you want more information on all of those things, I will definitely provide that to you guys. But I just wanted to give a base, quick like tips there. So definitely start a business account. Even just like putting your money away. Like, why would you want to use the same money that you have from your personal account from your business? Like, you want to put the profit in an account, and anything that you're using in that account, take it from that account, put it back in that account, so you know you have some transactions and you have the ability to show that you're actually doing some work. And you want to be able to ensure you keep all your receipts, even your school receipts. You want to be able to make sure you keep that. That's why you pay from your business account. Say you want to go to a conference, you want to get a certain facial, make sure you keep the receipts. You could possibly write that off as a learning experience. Well, not learning experience, but a learning experience. But you have to keep that information with you. Say you took an extra course to expand on your skills. You did a double course because now you want to take more information on being a lash artist. Keep that information with you and from your business account, and it would be so much beneficial for you rather than taking it from your personal account. So that's all I have today, and I hope that helps a little bit. I'll break things down a little bit further if I do get any comments or questions. But I hope you guys have a great day. Catch you later.